shit. Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to another episode. Thank you for joining us. Happy Easter. Good Monday to you. Was it Good Monday? I thought it was Good Friday. Happy
Well,
Easter Monday.
My kids have Monday off.
Fuck Mondays. How about that? Happy
Yeah.
fuck Mondays because no one likes Mondays.
Hope you had a good Easter or whatever it is that you celebrate, or just a good.
Yeah.
good
And we're going to talk
day.
about where the traditions that you probably implemented come from, right?
Uh-huh.
All
Yep.
right.
This podcast sounds exhausting.
BTW, this podcast sounds exhausting. We're your host. I'm Vanessa Tyler.
I'm Sarah Austin.
Thank you.
This
And
is
that's the
episode 8, I think. We're gonna start the episode.
I think.
I think it's episode 8.
Who cares what episode number?
We're gonna start it out with some funny or interesting news that's happened this week, and then we'll end it with why the fuck we have the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, why? Oh, wait, we're not going to get into that. We're going to do funny things first.
Yeah, unless you want me to switch it up.
No.
All right, let's do this thing.
I think I can do it. Oh, you want me to go into it? I'm sorry, I'm looking at funny names. Last name Hoff.
Okay.
First name Jack.
Uh-huh.
All right, here's one. Oi toucher. Babe. Can we see that one?
Huh?
All right, here's one. Wrecked. You got wrecked, right?
Okay.
WRECKT. Wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
First name Dixie. Go ahead.
Dixie wrecked.
Thank you. I'm so immature.
Oh my God.
All right, you want me to do news articles?
Yeah, whatever you have prepared for this week.
Let's see. Former manager of Department of Defense Aerospace Threat Program. UFOs are real, he's quoted as saying. We're just going to
Hell yeah.
that one.
Hell yeah.
Naked Florida man. Guess what the rest of the article says?
You could just literally pick random letters out of a dictionary and make something.
Naked Florida man wanted for burglarizing Little League concession stand. He was naked and hungry.
Oh man.
This one's pretty new. People claim to see Jesus in the flames engulfing Notre Dame Cathedral. Have you seen the photo?
Yeah, I saw the photo.
And what's your...
It's a neat photo. I don't know what else to say. There's nothing in it. I mean, I get what they're saying, but I look at clouds all the time that look like dicks and elephants, and that doesn't mean it's an actual dick.
Nut sacks. We're such perverts. Elephant dicks.
Right.
Run together.
I see weird clouds all the time, and it's just, your brain, I don't know what the actual name of it is.
It's because it's actually, I saw an episode on this on Cosmos. It's because one of our survival mechanisms through evolution is pattern recognition.
Right.
And we take that and kind of run with it.
Yeah.
Much than we should. So for example, we used to see what's now known as Halley's Comet, and we just associate it with whatever was happening. So if you were in Asia, it was a plague. If you were in Europe, it was bad weather or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they would associate that, and it had nothing to do with it.
Well, I know that there's a name for something that we have where your brain is constantly trying to find faces or patterns in things, like you were saying. Yeah. So, I mean, that's why people see Jesus in toast and tortillas and...
Dog butts.
Dog butts?
Oh my God, I just thought of a game. How about I tell you things that people have seen Jesus in, and you tell me if it's real or not.
Okay. Do you need a minute to set this up? I can do one of my stories.
Nope.
You got it already?
I'm ready to go.
All right.
Okay. I need time.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Uh, I have another article that says men's beard are dirtier than dogs.
Yeah, I saw that.
You sad?
No. I mean, no. Because
No.
men just need to learn how to take care of their hair.
You
That's
think
all.
so?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm ready.
Okay, good.
All right, okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yep.
I'm gonna make them up, and then I feel like if we Googled it, it'll turn out at what I just made up in my head is the thing.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So we'll just do this one,
Okay.
just based off me. Okay? Okay.
Sounds good.
The popcorn in the ceiling. Actual article I'm looking at, or no? No, don't look at yours. Don't
Well,
look.
that's what I'm looking at mine to see. I assume someone probably has seen. There's like a demon in mine.
There's a demon. Well, it doesn't-
So yes.
How about I just name all the crazy places they've seen it? You could just tell me if you think I'm lying. A burnt tortilla with
Yes.
they took a bite out of it.
Yes.
A used iron skillet.
A used iron skillet.
Yeah, it's been used, so it's got grease, and the grease burned,
Oh yeah.
and it looks like Jesus.
Yeah.
A large cheese pizza.
What?
We'll have to post it on our Instagram because I'm looking at a large cheese pizza right now.
Do you see Jesus?
Do you?
Oh, they did that on purpose.
No, they
right?
didn't. It looks like it from yours because it's more defined, but on this one it looks ridiculous.
Mm.
Someone made a cup of coffee, espresso, and it spilled over the edge and the stain on the white ceramic.
Okay.
Look how far I had to reach for that one. That's Jesus's face. Do you not see it?
Yeah, I
You're a
guess.
heathen.
We'll
A
post some of
tortilla
these
chip?
in the reference photos on Instagram.
A burnt pita.
Yes.
This is a smiling Jesus at the tip of a half rotting banana.
That looks like,
Go ahead.
what's that smiley horror character with the big smile, the like no face, but just this big, I think it's called Smiley. It was like a creepypasta or something.
I guess. I'm gonna name 3. You tell me which one isn't real.
Okay.
A moldy stain on a wooden door mold.
Okay.
The bottom of a bowl after eating teriyaki chicken.
Okay.
Someone's ultrasound of their baby.
I know the ultrasound is real. Well, I mean, like, it's not actually Jesus's face, but I've seen that float around.
You know it's real.
I'm gonna say the first one.
They're all true. I was just fucking with you.
Oh man.
Someone.
Can you let me in on it?
What's the long toe called next to your big toe? Because someone bruised it and they circled Jesus in it, and they're bruised on their ugly ass toe.
That's amazing.
They saw Jesus. Look at Jesus in this tree stump.
That does legit look like Jesus in a tree stump.
You need to stop because what we think Jesus looked like is so wrong. Oh my God, look at this one. This one's great. This one is, when you make chocolate milk with syrup and the syrup gets stuck on the sides?
Yeah.
So this one's stuck completely on the side and it looks like Jesus to them.
Oh, okay. I could see it. Some beard action going. This makes for terrible radio, just so you know.
No, I'm just naming the different places people have seen Jesus, and it's funny. Someone took a bite out of a big Kit Kat and saw Jesus. I see nothing.
I don't see anything either.
Now I'm hungry. At Starbucks they have those clear plastic bottles that they squirt drizzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, this bottle has
that
Jesus.
Looks like
it.
Charles Manson.
Jesus on a piece of wood in a fire that's burning. Someone was sweeping up sawdust, and the part that they didn't sweep up looked like Jesus.
Literally grasping at straws.
Right?
Yes.
The list goes on and on. This molding of wood. You know how when you pop open those bottles that goes pop with the the metal cap on it,
Uh-huh.
and it has like goopy shit underneath it. The
Yeah.
goopy shit underneath it had the face of Jesus in it.
Okay.
Or a Marmite jar, which is I don't know if you know what that is. That's like an Australian.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you've ever had it. It's pretty decent. Another bruise one. You should check your bruises. I got a bruise. Let me look for Jesus. No.
Charles Manson or Jesus? That's the new game.
Yeah, they do kind of look alike. You've seen that meme where it's a picture of who is it? Luke Skywalker or somebody like that. Gave it to his
Obi-Wan
mom and
Kenobi.
framed it and said it's
Yeah.
Jesus. And
Yeah.
she believed it.
Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan.
She hangs it in her room, in her living room.
It's amazing, incredible.
All right,
I'm that to my grandma for Christmas.
I'm supposed to do articles, right?
If you have anything good, fun, lighthearted, whatever.
How about funny news headlines?
Yeah.
I didn't understand this one, so I'm not going to read it. And so this one is supposed to say ambidextrous pitcher makes debut. And instead it literally reads amphibious.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Makes debut.
Which would be incredible.
Cows lose their jobs as milk prices drop. They took her jobs. Miracle cure kills its 5th patient.
What the fuck?
Man accused of killing his lawyer receives a new attorney.
Well, I think that's a right, even if you kill attorneys, right?
State population to double by 2040. Babies are to blame. Mississippi is spelled wrong.
Mississippi.
So there's only 2 S's instead of 4. It's just Miss-ippy.
I see.
Mississippi's literacy program shows improvement.
Oh.
No, it doesn't. Breathing oxygen linked to staying alive.
I could see that.
God bless. Police arrest everyone on February 22nd. That's just the headline. Here's another headline. This is a headline Sarah texts me every Thursday. Thursday is canceled. That's the headline. Bridge closure date. Thursday or October? I'm not sure.
You know.
Most earthquake damage is caused by shaking.
I could, yeah, that's a real possibility.
Yeah. Federal agents raid gun shop, find weapons.
No shit.
Safety meeting ends in accident.
Oh, that makes me sad.
Muddy Creek problem is too muddy.
Okay.
Right. Murderer says detective ruined his reputation. A convicted murderer has sued the detective who arrested him, saying the investigator ruined his good name in comments published in the Times News.
I would say probably murdering someone ruined your reputation.
Yeah.
But
fuck it, I'm going to sue you anyway.
Yeah.
Utah Poison Control Center reminds everyone not to take poison.
Thank you, Utah Poison Center, for keeping us safe.
Yeah. Fucking Mormons. Bugs flying around with wings are, in fact, flying bugs.
No shit. All right.
That's me on a bug sale.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, flying bugs that are flying and that have wings while they fly are, in fact,
technically
flying bugs.
Flying
bugs. Students cook and serve grandparents. Yeah, that could be worded better.
Ooh, yeah.
Alton attorney accidentally sues himself.
Oh no. I want to know more about that.
Resort to hiring doctors.
What? I would hope so.
Farmer using cannon to protect his watermelons.
Hey.
He's got a cannon.
I get it. I love everything watermelon flavored.
He's got a cannon. Here's my favorite one so far. This is you guys understand, these are headlines. These are in big, bold print on the front cover of newspapers.
Okay.
Here's my favorite one so far. Voters to vote on whether to vote.
So get out there and vote.
Yes, get out there and vote. Here's another headline. Museums full of history.
Hey, that's kind of poetic.
Goat accused of robbery.
I
Police in
believe it.
Nigeria. Let me read this one, please. Police in Nigeria are holding a goat on suspicion of attempted armed robbery.
Fuck.
Vigilantes seized the black and white goat, saying it was an armed robber who had used black magic to transform himself into an animal to escape after trying to steal a Mazda 323.
Hail Satan.
A spokesperson for the police in the eastern state of Kwara said, the goat is in our custody. Vigilantes saw some hoodlums attempting to rob a car. One escaped while the other turned into a goat.
Fuck yeah. That's the best Animorphs I've ever read. Do you remember Animorphs?
Police, someone is robbing my house. I am holding them hostage. Get here quickly. They walk in. Oh my God, we're here. Bah. Where's the robber? What are you doing with that goat?
You weren't quick enough.
The robber turned into the goat.
Incredible.
Turned into it. Wouldn't you be arrested for being insane?
Apparently not.
No? Not in Nigeria. They're going to hold the goat.
Well, that's what the paper says.
Well, Sarah, I hate to break it to you, but the man claiming to have the world's largest penis has been exposed as average.
Oh, no.
Yes, it's a true story. He claimed to have a 13.5 penis, but because of its size, claimed that it had to be wrapped at all times for medical reasons, I'm sure.
Oh, this is the dude that had the 13.5 foot penis.
13.5 inches. Foot?
Yeah, no.
13 feet?
I swear to God.
How tall are you?
5'5".
Okay, so it's almost 2 people, 2.5 people your height standing on top of each other?
No, but there is
13.5 dick. Go ahead. We're all listening.
There is a guy who says he has like, I don't know how many feet is 13 inches.
Are you being serious?
12 inches is a foot.
Excuse me. He actually claimed it was at 18.9.
Okay.
Inches.
So that's like 2 feet.
24 is 2 feet, so just under.
Almost 2 feet. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I've seen this guy.
The doctor got suspicious, saw him.
Mm-hmm.
It was all wrapped up in bandages.
Yeah.
Guy wouldn't let him take the bandages off. Doctor became suspicious. You know how men are. They got to prove this guy wrong, don't they?
Well, this guy.
Like anybody wants a fucking 19-inch cock anyway.
Yeah, like,
well, I mean,
that's constantly wrapped in bandages. No, thank you.
I have been to sex stores and they've got some real, I don't know what purpose it serves besides like a prop.
Listen, don't kink shame.
There's some pervert out there. Are they perverts?
Who are you kink shaming right now?
It's dangerous.
No, I agree. Yeah, I have seen some shit.
That's not kink shaming.
That I'm like, I can't believe what I just saw.
They're giving you a bad name with your kinks.
No.
So he gives him a CT scan and it turns out he's just got a lot of foreskin and then he just wraps it all around it. So, and the guy's pretty pissed and says he's, the doctor's a liar.
Well, then show it off, dude.
Irish woman marries 300-year-old pirate ghost.
Oh my God, I've watched her documentary. I'm not even joking.
She has a documentary. What are we doing? Why are we putting these people on TV?
They got a divorce though. I'm not kidding.
A pirate ghost isn't faithful?
No, I think.
What else did she fall in love with?
Some other pirate ghost. From what I remember, she was like pretty cute too.
She works as a Captain Jack Sparrow impersonator in Ireland.
Yeah.
So she's got mental problems.
Yeah, she's not hurting anyone.
You don't think so?
No, but she also has ghost sex, which I think is awesome. Because she kind of explains it and it sounds incredible.
I guess a Russian student in Russia, a Russian student activist, excuse me. I guess this is an activist. I don't think so. I think it gives them a bad name, but is going around and pouring bleach on quote unquote man spreaders that use the public transit.
Well, that's just ridiculous.
On their crotch, not on their face or anything. That's ridiculous,
just stupid.
Right?
Unnecessary? I mean, it's yeah. Listen, I get it. Like, I'm sure it's annoying.
What's wrong with man spreading? I don't care.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things that like it doesn't affect me, right? Like, I don't use a lot of public transit, so it doesn't.
You have something against trans?
No, transit. I don't use public
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have something
transportation.
against transportation?
No, I just have my own car and I live in a town that's like 10 miles long.
Okay.
We don't even have taxis.
I meant what's wrong with man spreading? What's the big deal?
Well,
They're
because
wearing
it's annoying, right? If there's room on the seat for two people, but you have to keep your legs so fucking far apart that
okay. Never mind.
you know what I mean?
Who cares? Domino's Pizza for Life promo ends after hundreds get their logo tattooed on them.
Oh
So
shit.
they were giving away 100 free pizzas a year for anyone that would tattoo the Domino's logo on them on a prominent part of their body.
What restaurant would you do that for?
And apparently, Russians took it too far and they had to cancel it a mere 3 days after they started it.
Because everybody
We're
just
gonna
got the tattoo.
Yeah, they were going to go out of business.
Yeah.
Sexually frustrated dolphin forced the closure of a beach in France. That's Sarah's spirit animal.
Girl.
A sexually frustrated dolphin wouldn't stop harassing swimmers in Western France and consequently forced the shutdown of a local beach entirely.
It's going to be me in the Bahamas next week.
Dolphin? Oh, you're sexually frustrated, so you're going to get them to shut down the beach?
Yeah.
Sexually frustrated mom on cruise with best friend. Forces shutdown of beach. Went around jai humping everybody.
Listen, my husband's been out of town for 2 weeks.
Not yet.
It's a real problem.
Oh, by the time we go, yeah, you're right. It will be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What is this? Florida gas station owner accosted by urine in his microwave.
Ooh.
There's a sign on his microwave. You know, like you tape something to the fridge at work or you tape something, don't touch my shit or whatever.
Yeah, don't eat my food. There's
right, and it's underlined and in bolding letters. And it literally says on his microwave, only for food use. Do not warm urine.
Ooh. What could he have been trying to say, though?
Yeah, guess what state it's in? Guess what state?
Florida?
Yes, in Florida.
Oh, interesting.
Jacksonville gas station owner became sick and tired of locals using his microwave to warm their urine.
What?
BP gas and convenience store owner Parul Patel claimed that random people keep walking in every day to warm containers of their urine in my microwave.
Maybe it's just not urine. Maybe it's like a tea or something that he doesn't like.
Those coming into the station to use their microwave were allegedly not customers.
Okay.
But instead were suspected to be en route to a nearby drug testing facility. They must test the temperature of the urine over there.
Right.
Indeed, a LabCorp and Quest Diagnostics are both within walking distance of the gas station. Though someone from one of these labs alleged that their facility does not engage in drug testing. LabCorp, on the other hand, remains silent on the matter. No comment.
Oh, shit.
So he had to put the sign on it.
Well, yeah, quit pissing in my microwave.
You walk into a gas station.
No.
You intend to use the microwave for what its intended purposes are.
Okay.
So you are not trying to warm up clean urine so that you can pass a drug test.
Yeah, I'm trying to warm up like ramen noodles or something.
Correct.
Cup of noodles, yeah.
You see this sign that says explicitly to use it for those purposes and not for urine. Are you going to use it now? Or are you going to be like,
no.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You're not going to use it. So he's effectively just rendered his microwave useless.
Just take the microwave out. You guys have lost your privileges.
How much of your sales are coming from this urine microwave?
Right.
How about that? Just say, this one's for urine, this one's for food, and the urine one costs $1. Right? Be a businessman about it, right?
Some money.
Is it illegal to warm up your urine at a gas station? I don't think so. If you charge $1, you charge $1.
I wouldn't think it's illegal, but I will have to consult an attorney on this. I'm not sure.
So I want to specify this next article is about Sarah and I.
Uh-oh.
But it's about a couple, but we're not the couple. I'm just the one person in that, and Sarah is literally the other person.
Okay.
Like Sarah's husband would do this, and I would do this for my girlfriend is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
It makes sense when I say it. Ready? Man, quote unquote, high as a kite, tries to steal monkey from zoo for his girlfriend.
Oh.
And it has the little squirrel monkeys there. I would just do it. They could just change it to best friend. I would do that.
Like,
be like the pig or something.
But don't do that. That's
But if it was in the zoo and it was
And
like,
it's illegal.
wouldn't you want to break it out
But
of
I
the zoo?
do
though?
love the sentiment.
Like if you were super stoned and you saw a pig and it was like sad because it was in a shitty zoo.
Oh yeah.
You see what I mean? It's trapped in there.
I cry every time I see a pig.
Just when you just see a pig in general.
Yeah. My eyes get all watery.
Someone stole nearly $100,000 worth of ramen noodles in Georgia.
Okay.
They stole the tractor trailer. It was Insta noodles too.
How much could you possibly like sell that for on the black market? They're only fucking 18 cents a pack.
Hey. Want some ramen? Half off?
Right.
How much is half off? A nickel?
Like
2 cents. 2 cents.
I mean, I guess
That's a lot of peddling you got to do.
Hardly seems worth the risk.
Florida man. I'm not on a Florida website, by the way. It's just Florida. Being Florida. Florida man dressed as Fred Flintstone pulled over for speeding in his footmobile.
Stop it.
It wasn't a footmobile. It was a smart car converted to it.
Do you know I actually read something recently where they were talking about why does all this crazy fucking news come out of Florida? Did you read this?
No.
So there's a law in Florida that they have to release, like it's some like journalistic law or something.
Journalistic?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, okay.
Like journalists brought forth this bill or something. I don't fucking know. Okay. I'm not a teacher. Listen, there's a law in Florida that says that they have to release.
Go ahead.
Everything that's been called to the police. Everything is put out there. So all the other states don't have that. We don't have that.
We're just as bad as Florida. We're just not exposed.
Exactly. I think
there's. Really think so?
Maybe not as bad as Florida, but I think there's a lot of like. I think Florida, we see so much craziness because of this law. There's probably, just as much craziness in like Utah.
Mm-hmm. You guess the age on this one.
Okay.
Judge rules that blank-year-old must finally move out of his parents' house.
I'm going to say 36.
30 on the dot. 30.
Get the fuck out.
Even after 5 notices and an offer of cash money to move out of his parents' home in New York, Michael Rotondo pulled a real-life failure to launch and refused to leave. So his parents did what every loving mother and father at the end of their world would do. They took his ass to court. And the judge ruled in their favor.
I think they were on Dr. Phil. I swear to God.
They don't sound dysfunctional at all.
Yeah.
Well, the judge ruled, he said, I'm granting the eviction.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out, exactly.
Figure your shit out.
A robber was arrested after interviewing for a job at the police station where he is currently wanted. What are you doing?
I kind of love it.
And he was wanted for felony theft, so it's not like he didn't know.
Oh.
He was arrested after officers at the department realized he was a man they had been searching for over a year.
Go shit. Hey.
In 2016, he robbed the Bank of America branch where he was employed.
Holy shit.
About $5,000 over the course of 3 months. What a horrible heist. What a
dummy.
Let's see that movie.
Yeah, no shit.
Elaborate planning and he steals $1,200 once a week.
Once
a month.
The most boring inside man ever.
That's like $50 a day.
Mm-hmm.
After his heist, he quit his job and moved 2 hours south of Cottonwood to Phoenix. All right. That's here.
Hey.
Wonderful. See, you're right. Maybe we do have these kinds of people here.
That's what I'm saying. Michigan has got to have some crazy fucking backwoods shit going on.
We need to stop shaming Florida.
Poor Florida. We love you.
Right? No, we don't. What are you talking about for yourself?
I've never been there.
Substitute teacher fired after bullets fall out of his pocket in pre-K class. Jesus
Oh
Christ.
shit.
How do they fall out of your pocket? Why are they in your pocket? You just carry bullets in your pocket?
Did you see that teacher that's been all over the news? She many years ago sent a topless photo to her boyfriend at the time. Okay.
Yep.
Now she's a teacher.
Right.
This photo, the ex-boyfriend leaked it or something, right? It somehow got out.
Yeah.
So the school found out. Presumably students found out. I don't know what grade she was teaching.
A student got a hold of the photo
Okay.
somehow.
So she was fired.
Right.
And now she's suing
Right.
the school district
Right.
because what the fuck?
Well, she didn't send it to him. It just got in their hands, so I don't think she should be fired.
Absolutely not.
But they might have to transfer her districts or something because you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I mean
I
that
don't know.
that I could see. Maybe it would
Not for the kid, for her because
right, it would make it uncomfortable for her.
right.
Yeah. I
So
could
she
see
can
that.
maintain her authority. You know what I mean?
Right.
But firing her, that's so shaming her for her titties. You know how many dudes would get fired if their shirtless photos were that big of a deal?
Listen, I dated a teacher, so
We're not talking about illegal things, Sarah.
he's still a teacher. So
we're, we're not talking about illegal things.
it wasn't illegal. I had graduated and was of
How old
age.
were you?
I was freshly 18.
Ew, don't ever say those words ever again. You're so gross. Listen, I found you know how I've been trying to figure out your spirit animal?
Mm-hmm. It's a goth teenager.
I've located it from a Florida headline.
Mm.
Hungry and horny alligators are invading the streets, homes, and pools in Florida.
Hell yeah, girl.
Hungry and horny alligators.
Get it.
What are they looking for?
Just anything.
I don't think they're hungry or horny. I think they just want to get the fuck out of Florida because they know it's a hot mess. They're just crawling through the streets. Where's the highway to get the fuck out of here?
Let us out.
Let us out of here. People are trying to hump us here.
Oh my God.
Florida is a mess. Let's be honest.
Well, I have a cool thing we could talk about.
Let me see if I got any other good ones. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I heard you puff and puff.
No, I just, a lot of dead air.
The White House has a rat problem and everyone's making the same jokes about it.
Uh-oh. Drain the swamp.
Yeah. Get it because it's a rat?
Yeah, I get it.
You get it?
I get it.
Did you see the photos of the woman that the doctors discovered 4 bees living in her eye?
I didn't look at it.
Living off her tears.
Yeah, I didn't look at it.
Some
Are they like
savage
full-grown
bees.
beers? Are they full-grown bees?
I don't think so, but living off their tears is like that's savage.
It's pretty
They're
metal.
literally living off. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Suspected robber turns out to be. Go ahead and take a guess.
Owner of the store.
I'll give you a hint. Suspected robber was suspected because they set off the motion detectors, and it wasn't any living person in their home.
Oh, is it a cat?
No, I said living. It was a Roomba.
A Roomba?
A Roomba. No, a Roomba is the generic cheap version of it.
Oh, okay.
I just made that up because I didn't want anyone to know I said Roomba when it's clearly a Roomba. There's 2 O's right there.
Oh, that's what I need in this fucking house is a Roomba.
You think a Roomba would last a day with your 3 boys and husband and dog and 2 cats? A day?
Yeah, my dog would be terrified.
A day.
And I want my
I would like
cats
to
to
see
ride
Lola
on it.
on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want my cats to ride it like they do in those Instagram videos.
Like, excuse me, my Uber is here.
Yeah.
Take me to the living room.
Yeah. I love it.
Florida man buys $8 million island 1 week, and then the next week he's stealing $300 from Kmart.
Holy shit.
Why would you do that? He's probably just high.
Or kleptomania.
I guess.
Winona Ryder had it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It could be that.
Yeah.
Okay. This one's sad. Band of toddlers found wandering near highway after escaping from their daycare. A whole band of them, little gang members. Yo, bitch, we're out of this. Peace.
I love it.
What?
I worked in daycare for so long. Like, I picture them, like plotting it, figuring out when the teachers turned her back. they stand up on top of each other and put a big coat on to walk out. You know, like I love it.
Sarah, there's a bolo for a wanted white male, 50s,
Mm-hmm.
average height and weight. Good luck finding him.
Oh, okay.
And he's wanted because he stole a chainsaw by sticking it in his pants.
Ooh,
Apparently he got away.
yikes.
Sticking it down his pants, huh? He must have really needed that chainsaw.
Those are some big pants.
Isn't that dangerous?
It's
Oh, I
gotta.
guess not if it's like an electric or, you know. 2 men arrested after they took turns shooting at each other. Oh,
I
that's bad.
read that.
You did read that?
Yeah, they
What are they doing?
they had like a bulletproof vest, right? So they were like switching with the bulletproof vest back and forth and like shooting each other in the vest.
Oh, trying to prove each other's macho?
I guess just a
How
pissing
stupid
contest.
are you?
Whose dick is bigger?
Distracted driver turns out to have had a 250-pound pig on her lap. Sarah?
Oh, it's me.
Skunk rescued after getting his head stuck in a beer can. Poor guy. Well,
Wait, did that just say skunk arrested?
did I read it that way? Skunk rescued after getting head stuck in beer can. Then he was arrested for the inconvenience. Sorry, I read that
Being
wrong.
intoxicated in public.
For public intoxication. Skunk rescued from his head. Beer can quickly arrested for public intoxication.
Keep our streets
orderly
safe
and smell free. Thank you. That's all I got.
Well, I read a really interesting article this week from Big Think, and the headline was Yale scientists restore brain function to 32 clinically dead pigs. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I have to read it. I read a couple articles on it, but here's the gist of it. Okay.
The jizz?
The gist.
Oh.
Or the jizz of it. Here's the jizz of it.
I like it. It comes off better, doesn't it?
It does come off better.
Fuck off. Again, here's the jizz of it.
Again, here's the jizz of it, guys. They have this system called Brain X, BRAINEX. Okay, Brain X. It's a artificial perfusion system, which is a system that takes over the functions that are normally regulated by the organ that it's taking over the functions for, right? So these scientists connected 32 pig brains to this Brain X system. The pigs had been killed 4 hours earlier at the U.S. Department of Agriculture slaughterhouse, and their brains had been completely removed from their skulls. So the brain wasn't like, still in the body, like functioning. Okay. So they have these 32 brains. Brain X pumped an experiment solution into the brains that essentially mimicked the blood flow. It brought oxygen and nutrients back to the tissues, which gave the brain cells the resources to begin normal functions. So the cells actually began consuming and metabolizing sugars. The brain's immune systems kicked in, and neuron samples could carry an electrical signal, and some of the brain cells even responded to drugs.
Good, let's do it. I'm 32. We need this figured out by at least 60, and I need to live forever. Let's go.
Well, okay. The researchers only managed to keep some brains alive for up to 36 hours. They currently don't know if they can sustain the brains longer. One of the neuroscientists and lead researchers said it is conceivable, but are we just preventing the inevitable, that the brain won't be able to recover? So, I mean, who knows? But you'll like this part because they did do a control. Okay. So other brains, aside from those 32, received either a fake solution or no solution at all. And those brains had no brain activity and they deteriorated as normal. So that's kind of cool. It says that the researchers hope the technology can enhance our ability to study the brain and its cellular functions.
Like cellular telephone?
Well, they would be able to study like brain disorders and diseases, come up with new treatments for things like brain injuries, Alzheimer's, neurodegenerative conditions. Like, there's a lot of cool, really awesome things that could come from this, but there's also a ton of ethical dilemmas.
Well, yeah. This is how I know you love me, because I say the dumbest thing and you just say, no, let me explain it to you. You're so stupid. You just breeze right over it.
Research signals a massive debate to come regarding medical ethics and our definition of death. Like, what does death actually mean? Right? Because in most countries, death is defined, clinically speaking, as the irreversible loss of brain or circulatory function.
All right.
So that in most countries, that is death. If your brain has ceased to stop working, I don't know if I said that right. Has ceased to.
You said seized, like
work.
It got something.
If your brain has ceased to work, right?
How about function? Cease to function?
If your brain stops working.
If you're brain dead.
Yeah. No.
Then you're just brain dead.
If you're just dead, then you're dead.
Oh, so we solved it.
If you died, then you're dead.
Listen, people, alert the Surgeon General. We have solved this issue. You are dead when you are dead.
I don't know how else to explain it.
Moving on. We don't know how else to explain it to you idiots. You are dead when you are dead. What do you mean? When your brain has ceased to work, sir. So you're brain dead. No.
Sir, quit mansplaining me. I'm telling you.
And don't you dare manspread, because I got a bottle of bleach with your name on it if you do.
You dick. One of the possible consequences involves organ donations. So if BrainX were able to become widely available, it could shrink the pool of eligible donors for, organ donation. So while it will be a while before such experiments go anywhere near humans, right? They're not testing this on humans at any time soon.
Right.
The
you know
more
what I was really bummed about?
What?
That Russian neurosurgeon or something, got a volunteer who had multiple sclerosis or something that where you end up dying from it, but he had no use. He was a quadriplegic. God damn it.
Quadriplegic. Yes.
Thank you. Can you hear my bird?
A little bit, yeah. Hi, Pete.
Let me volunteer his brain for one of these.
It's so tiny.
He's 17 and he's still going and he just eeks. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Anyways, he had a volunteer that had this disease, this degenerative disease. He was going to die. Mm-hmm. He was quadriplegic, and he volunteered for the first ever attempt at a head transplant.
Oh, shit. I remember this.
And he backed out.
Oh.
I think he found love or something. He must have found love and said, no, if I go, I go, and didn't volunteer for it. Because he wasn't trying to die. He was just saying, when I do die, we're going to have you guys grab me and do this.
Right. I wonder if it's still possible.
What's Pig got over there?
She's an idiot. I don't know what she's doing. She misses her dad. My stupid dog.
She's licking your headboard. What are you doing?
Because it's made out of wood, so she thinks she can, she's an idiot.
I love your dog.
Oh my God. So the more immediate ethical question.
But anyways, he backed out. I was really looking forward to seeing if that was,
I know, that would have been cool. I wonder if it's still possible. Like
I know it's not ethical,
ready.
But they were both okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was going to be dead anyway.
Right.
So, I mean.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You would have been cool with them trying.
No.
No?
Not on me.
No.
Oh, for him, yeah. I'm down.
Yeah, you wouldn't try to impose on them, right? I'm down.
Yeah. I want to know.
I was curious to see if it would work.
Right.
They really thought it would.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, go ahead.
The more immediate ethical question relates to how these experiments could harm animal subjects.
Right.
Because the ethical review boards evaluate research protocol and can reject any that causes undue pain, suffering, or distress. And since dead animals feel no pain, suffer no trauma, they're typically approved as subjects for this kind of medical testing. But how are they supposed to do this now? Like, how do those boards make a judgment regarding the suffering of a cellular active brain? You know what I mean? Like, the brain is alive. So how are we going to say they're not, even though the brain is outside of the body at this point?
Right.
It's just one of those weird, I should note that there was no well, I'll get to it. So another big thing that I kept seeing in a lot of these articles and a lot of the comment sections and all of that is the story of Frankenstein, of course. Right. So everybody's comparing it to that and, making a big fuss about it. Nita Farhani, the bio...
Anita?
No, Nita. N-I-T-A.
Oh, I thought it was Anita and her last name was Handjob. Okay.
Fuck off. The bioethicist... Oh, fuck. At the Duke University School of Law told the National Geographic this. It definitely has a good science fiction element to it. And it is restoring cellular function where we previously thought impossible. But to have Frankenstein, you need some degree of consciousness, some there. The researchers did not recover any form of consciousness in this study, and it's still unclear if we ever could, but we are one step closer to that possibility. Oof. Which I think is awesome. I think it's so exciting. But then, we're already overpopulated. And now if everybody just gets to stay alive.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
And there's a lot of people that probably don't need to be.
That's what I'm saying. And this shit will be expensive. So it's just the worst rich people that get to stay alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I don't think this will happen in our lifetime.
Don't remind me. We're getting ripped off. We're going to be alive long enough to see cool shit and then die before we can experience it or something.
Yeah.
It's
all right. We're going on a cruise next week.
You want me to read you that bridesmaid's utterly insane email setting rules for her bachelorette party?
Yeah, let's do that. And then I'll close it out with Easter.
Ugh. Just Easter is, based on pagan rituals and traditions, and that's it. Thanks for coming to our show. Happy Easter, you pagans.
You want me to throw away all my research?
No.
Okay.
I'm interested in it.
All right.
So this chick's getting married.
Mm-hmm.
She's having her bachelorette party in Vegas. And, the bachelorette bully, as she's been labeled, proceeded to send an email filled with rules for the entire bachelorette party's trip to Vegas. And it's quote unquote absolutely fucking insane. I haven't read it, so I'm excited to read it to you. I'm going to go ahead and read it in my most basic bitch voice, but it's really long. Hi, pig. Her dog's jumping on her. And
oh my God.
And I might not be able to do my most basic bitch voice this whole time.
Give it your best shot.
It's basic bitch long. Hi, all.
All right.
I sound hot.
Mm-hmm.
Ew. Don't even laugh like that. I'm really excited for our upcoming trip to Vegas.
Me too.
No, it's an email. You wouldn't. It's not a conversation.
All right, I'll be quiet.
Shut up. I think it'll be such a good time, and we'll all finally get to bond. Ugh.
I would hope you would have bonded beforehand if they're your fucking bridesmaids.
Sarah, it's an email.
All right.
This is you reading it out loud, right? And you're having your response?
Yes.
I'm already not going. I can't make it. I'm 2 sentences in. Can't make it.
Uh-huh.
I know Vegas is known as Sin City, but despite this, oh, she's trying to sound like I hate her.
Mm-hmm.
But despite this, I still have to uphold the moral code Our Father inscribed in my heart. Okay. Oh, I was about to say her name. I was about, you know who I'm talking about? And I almost said her name.
Uh-huh.
Let's just change her name.
Okay, Brenda.
Okay, Brenda. You're not invited.
Right.
Our Father. Father's capitalized. Our Father inscribed in my heart.
Mm.
What a masochist, inscribing things in people's heart muscle.
I dig it.
Due to this, oh, I fucking hate,
Per my last email.
which is office jargon for bitch, can you read?
Right.
Due to this, I have some ground rules that I'd like everyone to follow. Can you imagine the audacity of this bitch? Harry Potter and the audacity of this bitch getting put on her Instagram for this one with this letter.
Yes.
Can you imagine she's not even the bride.
Oh, what?
That's what I'm saying. She's the bachelorette bully.
She's the maid of honor.
No,
this is the bride.
If a bridegroom or bridesmaid acts out, you best believe it's going to get exposed on social media, and people are always down for a wedding disaster. The latest is the ridiculous stories about wedding comes from an Imgur. What's Imgur? That is not Imager. That's IMGUR. That's Imgur.
No, I know, but it's just pronounced.
Oh, it's an acronym?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not.
I don't know.
Some bitch. Oh, shit. She has my name. Ursula Mean Vanessa.
Oh.
She posted photos of an email she received. Oh, good. God bless. That the Vanessa isn't the culprit.
Right.
She posted photos of an email she received from another woman in the bridal party who was invited to the bachelorette party in Vegas. Originally, the user said this woman wasn't invited on the trip because she's a total, quote unquote, womp womp downer. But she bullied her way into getting an invite, which seems pretty psycho on its own. So that's who we're reading this letter from.
Okay.
So she's talking about she still has to uphold the moral code her father has inscribed in her heart.
Okay.
And due to this, I have some ground rules that I'd like everyone to follow.
Let's hear them, Brenda.
Laughing. These will not only help me remain aligned with the church,
okay,
but also keep us all out of trouble. Because Sarah, who wants trouble on a bachelorette party in Vegas? I sure don't.
Do you want to know what I did for my bachelorette party?
Sure. Not invite this bitch.
I went and saw Magic Mike with my mom.
Okay.
And I even got like a kid's popcorn and stuff.
Wow.
I didn't have a lot of friends. All right, that was sad. Continue.
That was sad. I want to take you on your bachelorette party. Can we just make the cruise that?
Fuck yeah.
All right. Well, I have some rules that the Father has inscribed in my heart.
Okay.
Number 1. We will not be sober one day.
What?
We will not be sober. Like I'm making up like the opposite of good.
Oh, I thought that was really on the thing. I'm like, that doesn't seem very Christ-like.
That's not Christ-like. Hey, you don't know she's a Christian yet.
All right.
I'm just kidding. Rule number 1. Sunday the 12th. I have found an appropriate church and contacted the pastor there, explaining that we're from out of town, but we'd still like to attend services. Sunday at 7:15 a.m. This bitch is crazy. We will be Ubering to the church. I can't wait to share God with you all.
Oh my God.
I'm going to die.
Even God is like, oh my God.
Brenda, relax.
Have a weekend. Jesus.
Jesus. What? What's up, Dad? This bitch, Brenda.
Oh.
I think it'll be a nice way to cleanse us of our sins from that week. It'll be a nice way.
Jesus.
This is a real email.
I hate her. What a buzzkill.
She's a warrior in Christ.
Good Lord.
I'm not even on 2 yet. And I get so laughing.
Oh my God.
Okay. Rule number 2. In the hotel room, no hard liquor. I don't want people getting inebriated and falling from the balcony. Also, as this is my first time being quote unquote of age.
Oh my God.
Second time. And in an environment with prevalent drinking, prevalent. That's a Howard Stern joke. I don't want to be tempted by these foul drugs.
Drugs or drunks?
Oh, sorry. I read it wrong. I thought it said drunks. I don't want to be tempted by these foul drinks.
Oh, okay.
Why
the fuck are you in Vegas?
Listen.
Good God.
This is bad God. I'm not sure how I'll react to quote unquote rum or quote unquote tequila or quote unquote vodka
or quote unquote boxed wine.
Bitch. And I'd like to test these in more controlled environments. Please stick to light beers and red wines.
Oh, this bitch.
The audacity of this bitch.
Oh my God.
Again, she's not the maid of honor. She's not the bride.
Dude, she'd be terrified of just me by myself on a Friday night.
She just bullied her way
into down with more than that.
Are you kidding me? We'd be doing light as a feather, stiff as a board all around her with a Ouija board, and we take salt and make a pentagram. I'd be down for once just to fuck with her. Like knock her out. Just chloroform her, videotape her with all the satanic stuff, drive her nuts.
This might be getting a little bit illegal.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was being facetious.
Yeah. Satire.
Excuse me, you two. Can you shut up? I'm not done with my email.
Okay, we're listening, Brenda.
All right, Brenda. Go ahead. Rule number 3. There will be no sex taking place in our hotel rooms anywhere in the suite, as none of us have committed ourselves to husbands yet. There's no need to have premarital sex.
Who does this bitch think she is? That she can impose these things on people around her?
She's a warrior of Christ.
Like you cannot have sex because we have not. What?
You need to believe everything she believes. Don't you know that?
Oh my God, I hate her. I would just fuck and get drunk right in front of her.
Sarah knows no one cares what you think. Okay, Brenda, this is our show.
Right.
I created a whole new
podcast, you bitch.
I will. And there will be rules.
No swearing.
Just episode 1 through 10 is all of her rules.
Yeah. Rule 1. What are we on? 4 now?
Rule number 4. Please don't invite random men back to the suite. I do not see a need for them to be there or know where we are staying.
Please only invite random women.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
Shut up. I'm not done.
Sorry. Shut your face.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
You look really stupid right now. Shut your mouth.
You look really stupid right now. Really? I'm not the one wearing tuxedos to a job for a janitor job or something. I do not see a need for them to be there or know where we are staying, and I don't want to be robbed.
Listen, this is the only one that I feel like, okay, she's in the hotel room too. If she feels uncomfortable with strangers being in the same room as her, you know what I mean? I can kind of understand that.
Thank you, Sarah. You would really like my church.
Of being like, I feel unsafe, or you know what I mean? I kind of get that one. That's all I'm giving her.
No, it's not because I don't want to be unsafe.
Because I don't want to watch you
God's
fuck.
inscribed on my heart. I want to be robbed of my sweet, precious virginity. Rule number 5. I haven't read these yet, and they're just getting so good.
Yeah.
Rule number 5, bitches. Please Venmo me $50 each, as I will be buying groceries for the hotel room.
Groceries.
Is famished in that desert heat.
Oh my God, it's the dramatics of it.
I'm not adding any words. I'm not. I'm reading it as she wrote it. This is her email that I'm looking at.
And how many bridesmaids are there?
Who cares?
Because who needs $50 each for the weekend?
Listen.
For groceries. I spend $150 a week on a family of 5.
This bitch obviously shops at Whole Foods and shit,
that's
Sarah.
True. Yeah.
Rule number 6.
Okay.
Absolutely under no circumstances, no drugs.
Oh, come on. That's the best part.
First of all, Sarah, half of you currently work in positions that require you to have security clearances, and I do not want you to be tempted by these substances. Drugs bring nothing but problems. Oh, really, Brenda? How do you know that? That is none of your business. The Bible, bitch. Please. Oh, and then she calls out a girl's name. Sarah, please leave your Adderall at home. I understand you have a medical condition, but as we will not be studying, there is no need for you to take your methamphetamines. Oh my God.
Are you kidding me?
No, I am not. Oh my God.
I would tear this bitch's head off.
I would Venmo her $50 so fast just to get her to Vegas to break all of her rules.
I would leave her ass in a dark alley in Vegas. That was a little mean. But are you kidding me?
I think that is all for now, but I am sure more will come up as time draws closer.
Oh, I'm sure.
All respectfully and with courteous passion. This bitch, Brenda.
Courteous passion. What the fuck does that even mean? That's not even. What does that? It's like conscious uncoupling. Courteous passion.
What the you know how you describe courteous passion? Is like, remember, can I
fucking missionary? That's courteous.
Yeah, that's what I was say. Remember, you had that little twerp guy that you dated or whatever. Yeah. He was a little bitch.
Yeah,
that's how. That's a nice way of explaining how that date went.
Yeah,
he had a lot of courteous passion, and I never want to see him again.
That's the same boyfriend. Okay.
Go ahead.
I walked in. He was staying the night at my house. Okay.
Go ahead.
I had gone, I don't know where I went. Maybe to the store, to the mall with my sister or something. I was going to be gone for a little bit, right? And he was staying the night at my house. And he wasn't invited to wherever I was going. So I get home early. My bedroom had a bathroom in it with like this nice bathtub in it.
Oh, no.
I walk in.
Go ahead.
He is taking a bubble bath. With candles lit around the tub.
Right.
He has a portable DVD player and is watching The Dark Knight.
Not even porn.
No, not even porn.
Batman. Hey, babe.
Watching Batman. No, he was like mortified that I walked in like I had caught him.
Oh my God, close the door.
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is the same guy that in order to have sex with him, I made him keep his clothes on.
Oh, you're a terrible person.
Oh, no.
You're getting mortified. You're a terrible person.
I made him wear like a button up and a tie.
Oh my God.
And we did it. I just told him it was a thing I liked, but it's because I needed him to look like an adult.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Avril Lavigne, but okay.
No, he had the body of Avril Lavigne. That's why I needed him to wear. Oh, man.
Wasn't that the best email?
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't read it ahead of time because that methamphetamine one hit me. That was so funny.
God, what was that courteous passion? That's going to be our first.
By the way, if she has a medical condition for Adderall, it's not for studying. You abuse Adderall for studying, you bitch. And then she calls it methamphetamines.
What a
They're amphetamines, first of all, Brenda.
Can courteous passion be like our first shirt?
Listen, that's how we're signing off every fucking episode. Thanks for listening.
Warmest regards,
at
courteous
TPSE.
passions.
All of our courteous passions to you. Courteous passion.
How would you even use that in a sentence?
This bitch did. Oh, this chick did. The audacity.
The audacity of this bitch's passion.
Please leave your methamphetamines, Sarah.
What a dick.
We're not going to be studying.
All right, guys.
Like we're going to be studying the Bible, you dumbass.
Yeah, no shit. I'm going to need this Adderall to stay to get up for the 7 a.m. fucking
church.
Yes. God damn.
Contact the pastor? For what? Can't you just go to church?
No, people are idiots.
You think she's
contacted the pastor, told them all what sluts you are.
That you're going to be sweating like prostitutes in church. I needed to explain why I was being seen with you all.
Yeah. Well, now we're to the part
I would literally die.
Been waiting for.
Listen, I can't get over this email.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to, because this is what people have tuned in for. Okay,
I'm gonna be Brenda during your whole thing and defend Christ.
Easter. How exciting!
Go
It's
ahead.
Easter,
Very.
right? Yeah,
No,
bunnies.
not
You
at
got
all. I haven't celebrated in a long time.
chocolate. You got
No.
Easter. Did you get Easter baskets growing up?
Please, let's not get into how sad and neglected I was as a
Did you
child.
get Easter baskets growing up? I feel like that's something your mom would do.
My grandma did.
Yeah.
My favorite part about Easter was finding eggs, and no one would ever do it. And one year I finally got it, but I was a little too old, but I still got it.
No one ever helped you with the egg
I was
hunt?
31. It's this Sunday. They
Finally
finally
got the golden egg.
Just kidding. No, it's my favorite part. Easter egg hunts. I just like finding things. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, my grandparents are pastors. I remember going to church a couple times growing up, but it was mostly just Easter baskets and chocolate. My mom always did like really fun stuff on Easter. Like we'd have like shaving cream fights and egg tosses and stuff like that. It was just fun.
This is an honest observation. When I was a kid, I did go to church regularly for parts of my life.
Mm.
And I do remember, honestly,
Yeah.
every Easter, obviously it was packed. There were 4 services because everybody goes to church once a year for Easter.
Yeah.
And every service was a guilt trip about going to church.
Oh,
regularly. Every single time.
Yep.
They want you to go every time because they ask for your money at the end of each sermon.
Well, and they're having to passive aggressively bitch out the people that only go for Easter.
Right.
Which is a lot of people.
Right. They should just have Brenda lead the sermon because I'll go to that church.
Yeah.
I will listen to her.
Yeah, no shit.
Every Sunday.
Yeah.
And I'll record it and I'll have just a podcast dedicated to her preaching.
Listen, I'm into it. She can degrade me all she wants.
I want to be friends with her. I want you and I to befriend her right now. Let's make this happen.
So I saw a meme recently.
Wait, technically, we already have a friend.
That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, shit. All right, go ahead.
So I saw a meme recently. It was one of those your e-card, some e-card meme.
Sure.
And it has this very historical old white guy looking very fed up. And it says, Happy Pagan Sex Day, or whatever Easter was before the Christians fucked it all up. I was like, oh. So I click on it. I'm reading some of the comments. Commenter named Ruby Pine wrote, prior to the entrance of Christianity, the pagan holiday focused on the rebirth of nature, hence the bunnies and eggs and flowers. When Christianity entered the picture, they decided that one way to push their influence on pagans was by adding their holidays on top of the pagan holidays, and then saying, you're already celebrating, so might as well be Christian. So I thought that was kind of interesting, and I'm like, I wonder if there's any truth to that. Like, do those things actually correlate? Because I don't know shit about either of those things. So right off the top, I am not a historian. I am not.
Every episode. We're none of the things we're going to parade
I
as.
didn't go to college. I'm a cosmetology student. I am a mom.
You're more likely to believe in psychics then.
A stay-at-home mom and an atheist. So I don't believe or really know a whole lot about this shit. But please do not take that as a invitation to tell me all about it, because I don't give a shit. So I got a lot of this information from History Channel, CNN, Wikipedia.
History Channel.
Yeah.
Sarah, you didn't get it from History Channel.
Yes, I did.
They're nuts.
The History Channel?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you would like it because they talk about ancient aliens and stuff.
Oh, that's one show on the History Channel. You can't throw away the whole History Channel.
I'm pretty sure they tried to convince us that the Pilgrims were aliens, and it was really an alien get-together.
That's Ancient Aliens. That's just a show on.
Oh, wait, you're right. That was
Channel.
South Park making fun of the History Channel.
Oh, my God.
Why do you love me?
Why? Why?
I'm asking you.
So do you know why we celebrate Easter Sunday? Why Christians celebrate Easter Sunday?
Yes, of course I do. You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
They believe that it represents the day Jesus came back, conquered death, rose from the dead.
Easter Sunday is celebrated as the day of Christ's resurrection, with the week leading up to that Sunday being Holy Week. According to the Gospel of New John in the New Testament.
New John. That's a new one. I've never heard of New John.
New John, New Testament.
New John. There's literally no book in the Bible called New John.
No, it's the Gospel of New John.
What book is that?
The New Testament.
Uh-huh.
So not Old John from the Old Testament. It's New John from the New Testament.
It's just John.
I swear to God, it said New John.
Well, God just said no.
Feel
wrong.
free to correct me. You guys.
I just did, and you told me to go fuck
not
off.
You. I want you correcting me. Anyone else is welcome. This podcast sounds exhausting at gmail.com. Mary Magdalene came to the tomb where Jesus had been buried after crucifixion, found it empty, and then an angel told her that Jesus had risen, which is where you see a lot of those signs that say he is risen. He has risen. Whatever. The Pillsbury Doughboy. Have you seen that meme? He has risen.
Nom nom.
Because Christianity as a religion is based on and around the event of the crucifixion and the resurrection, they're kind of obsessed with it. Easter
Literally.
is the most important day of the church year. It's a big fucking deal. They're all about it.
Biggest of the bigs.
So one of my questions was, why does the date change for Easter? Like, it's always on a different day, right? It's always on a Sunday, but it's always a different day. So the reason the date changes is that Easter always falls on the first Sunday after the first full moon following the spring equinox.
Huh.
Yeah, kind of witchy, right? I didn't write it down, so this could be completely wrong, but I remember reading something that Australia, because their spring equinox and stuff is different than ours, they have like Australian Easter. It's in like a totally different time of the year.
Huh.
Could be wrong.
Could be wrong.
I don't know.
I'm surprised there's Christians over there.
Yeah, it's very Christian in Australia.
Because they have kangaroos, and it's like we have no archaeological digs that have ever found kangaroos outside of Australia. So it's like Noah's Ark kind of debunked.
Interesting.
Same thing with penguins.
Have you seen previews for that new Penguins movie? I want to see it so bad.
Squirrel.
It looks so cute.
Okay.
Why is it called Easter? Do you know?
No,
nobody fucking does.
Nobody knows.
Nobody fucking knows why it's called Easter. Okay, so there's this old Germanic. I think
Germanic.
Yeah, it says Germanic goddess from Germany. So Germanic. I'm guessing that's how you would pronounce it.
That's like you when you're being manic and dramatic.
Yeah, Germanic.
You're dramatic.
Goddess of spring and dawn, and she's called. I'm probably gonna fuck this up, you guys. Eostre, 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 or Ostara. Okay. And on the old Germanic calendar, the equivalent month of April, right? So what would be April in the US was called Ostramonad or Easter month. All right. So we owe this explanation to an 8th century English monk named Venerable Bede.
Disease. Venerable disease. Sorry, that's the first thing that came to mind.
Venerable Bede. He wrote that the Christian name for Easter came from Eostre, the goddess of spring and dawn, whose festival celebrating spring, fertility, and new beginnings was celebrated by pagan Anglo-Saxons at the time of vernal equinox. So while it seems unlikely that this guy would invent a fake pagan festival to account for a Christian one, there is still a lot of like confusion and argument among scholars about whether or not this is really where Easter started. From what I could see, there's some pretty clear, like, strings, right? Pretty clear threads tying these together. But again, I don't know what I'm talking about. Easter eggs. Why the fuck do we have Easter eggs? The egg is an ancient symbol of new life and has long been associated with pagan festivals representing things like fertility and new life. The Christian
By the way, bunnies just give birth. They don't lay eggs.
I'm going to get to bunnies. Christian perspective is that it represents Jesus's emergence from the tomb or the resurrection, which I'm guessing what that means is that cracking open the hard-boiled egg and releasing the egg is like Jesus leaving the tomb.
No, let me tell you what that's from, okay?
Okay.
Christians love to cherry pick. And they're like, we love playing with eggs and painting them and wasting them while people starve. We need to make up some shit about how it represents Jesus so we can get away with pagan activity.
Well, I am going to get to why we decorate eggs.
So that's why they, I'm saying they just made it up arbitrarily so they could justify their egg playing.
Well, these fucking dirty Christian egg players.
Don't kink shame them.
So the tradition of decorating eggs dates back to at least the 13th century. One explanation is that eggs used to be forbidden food during Lent. So during Lent, you were not allowed to eat eggs. So people would paint and decorate them to mark the end of the period of penance and fasting, and then eat them on Easter as celebration, which actually sounds pretty plausible.
Like, if we go on a diet, we should, like, paint our pizza, like, decorate our pizza.
So that we can then eat it.
And not eat it until, like, 3 months later.
We don't fast or do Lent or anything.
It's going to be pretty gross pizza.
We have no reason to wait. I'll just eat the fucking pizza. I'll just eat the egg. I don't care. I just
thought it might be a good diet idea. Decorate the food you can't eat. And then in 3 months when you can eat it, you don't want to because it's been sitting for 3 weeks.
Right.
Covered in paint.
So then we come to egg rolling.
What?
Egg rolling. This is a big thing at the White House. You know how they do like the big Easter festival every year at the White House?
I thought you were going to say egg toss, but okay.
No, it's egg rolling. You like roll it with a stick or a spoon or your head or something. I don't know, but it has
kick it.
It has no religious significance at all. None. But some people say that rolling an egg is symbolic of moving the stone that was blocking Jesus's tomb. I swear to God, that is what it said.
Stop.
That it was symbolic of that.
They'll fucking make anything symbolic. Anal sex, Sarah,
is symbolic of not losing your virginity.
Yeah, it's symbolic of not losing your virginity.
Do you know how many Christian girls I knew that were doing
not being whore? Yeah, I'll name one. Jodi Arias and her boyfriend.
Oh, that's right.
That ended. Go ahead.
Right. So then we get to candy. Where the fuck do we have so much goddamn candy?
Chocolate.
I didn't find anything of religious significance or otherwise. No, there's no significance to the candy.
The chocolate is his body.
Right.
The cream filling is his blood. What about the Peeps? Shut up.
I did find out that it's the second best-selling candy holiday.
Next to Halloween.
Next to Halloween, so suck it, Easter.
Yeah, devil wins again. Shucks.
And the largest Easter egg ever made, 25 feet high, 8,000 pounds, was made out of chocolate and marshmallow.
Let me guess what country wasted all of that.
I couldn't tell you.
Oh.
I didn't write it down.
Well, you already know who.
I was too excited about an 8,000 pound chocolate egg.
Who would feel the need to flex like that? I'm going to tell you the country. This
Either us or Italy.
No, it's us. Yeah. Italy. They'd make a giant pasta.
Oh, wait. Italy's mostly Catholics, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Catholics do Easter.
Well, they definitely have a big service.
Listen, guys.
Why are you listening to the show to learn about religion?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
We don't know.
And of course,
all bullshit.
The Easter Bunny.
Yay.
Yay. So surprisingly, there is no mention of a bunny, much less a giant bunny, that sneaks into kids' homes and yards and leaves eggs and treats in the Bible. It's never talked about.
The bunny
Not once.
What could the bunny represent? The
I'm going to
Romans.
tell you.
Oh, go ahead. Do you mean Christians have made up something to get away with it?
Well, kind of.
God bless them.
It's a prominent figure in the Christian holiday, and here's why. Rabbits are known to be prolific procreators, which means that they fuck a lot and they have tons of babies.
Yeah, fuck like rabbits.
So this made them an ancient symbol of fertility and new life. And it's said that this tradition came to America from German immigrants in the 1700s, because in Germany, they had the Easter hare, which was it was basically like Santa or Krampus. It would come to your house the day before Easter and tell you if you were a good kid or not. Like it was always watching you, you know?
So funny how all of this is about fear mongering and control.
It's all about just keeping your fucking kids in line. Stop being spoiled brats.
Or you'll go to hell.
You're going to hell.
Yeah, what a horrible thing to say to a kid.
So that's how they think the whole Easter bunny thing started over here in America. It's just something we co-opted from Germany.
Can you imagine you're a kid and they tell you how all of this represents these religious things and bunnies and chocolate and yay, and Halloween comes and it's like, no,
right,
devil. And you're like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I think Germany gets down with Halloween.
Why can't we just, I'm just saying kids now over here, why can't we just trick or treat and say it's a part of Jesus?
Halloween is the best.
We'll do a Halloween episode. Go ahead.
God damn it. I love Halloween.
Happy
Easter.
Happy Easter, you heathens.
Happy Easter. I love Halloween.
Yeah.
So then I found this CNN article by a woman named Candida Moss. I believe it's a woman. I guess I could be wrong. Candida.
That it's a woman?
Yeah, I don't know. By a journalist named Candida Moss. And it was called, Did Christians Really Steal Easter?
Gender?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Candida. I've never heard that name. It's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
Candida? I think that's a cool name. But I've never heard it before.
I think that's a microaggression.
I don't think so. But the headline of the article was, Did Christians Really Steal Easter? Which is exactly what I typed into Google. So it was kind of weird to see an article that was named exactly what I had just Google searched. So she has this article where I think she's more on the side of no, from what I could gather. I believe she's probably a religious person, but she kept a pretty open mind about all of it in the article. But what she does do is compare. She explains why you start to see all these memes and stuff around Easter about, Christians stealing from the pagans and things like that. You see them a lot around Christmas and stuff too. So she starts to
zombie Jesus.
Yeah. So she starts to kind of compare how a lot of the things that Christians celebrate have direct parallels to other things. Okay.
The whole religion does.
So there's a story of the Greek goddess Persephone. Persephone was carried off to the underworld by Hades because he loved her. Well, she got carried there because she ate pomegranate seeds in the underworld.
Oh my God.
And so she was only allowed to leave for 6 months of the year. Okay. She had to stay in hell, and she could only leave for 6 months out of the year. So her annual resurrection is just a metaphor for the changing of the seasons, right? Because when she would come out, that would bring spring or whatever. Many scholars think that stories about dying and rising deities are essentially explanations for the coming of winter. If you trace it back, it's metaphorically speaking, that's what this is, right?
Winter is coming.
Instead of, because they didn't have the same information we have now where they could explain why these seasonal events were happening.
Listen, even with this information now, people just deny it.
Right. Yeah.
And believe what they're going to believe anyway.
Well, then there's Mithras, who was an ancient Iranian deity. There's a lot of claims made about Mithras, but one of them is that he was born on December 25th. That his cult or followers practice baptism, that he died and was resurrected. And so the connections between Christ and Mithras are further amplified by the fact that the Church of St. Clement near the Colosseum in Rome is built on top of an ancient Mithraeum. I don't know what that means.
You didn't Google it?
The list goes on.
Of the things you don't know what they mean?
Basically, yeah. What she ends her
article
on. Oh, first, she says that's why the accusations that Christians stole the resurrection from the pagans is so popular. And rhetorically, it's powerful. It is. You can see, I mean, honestly, a lot of the stuff I was reading, some of it's a little bit too boring or too many names, too complicated to kind of go into the whole thing, which is what at first I wanted to do, but then I just realized, I don't know. I couldn't listen to myself talk about it for an hour. But it was really interesting to see like why people believe this and that it could possibly be true. But what she ends her article on is saying, Christians didn't steal Easter, but it probably wasn't a wholly new idea either, which I think is probably the best explanation for all of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily stolen so much as, how do I explain this? Because I feel like co-opted is just it's a nicer word.
Borrowed.
For stolen. Yeah, and I think a lot of things get lost in translation. You know, like I don't know. It was really interesting. It really was interesting to like read and watch stuff on this. What was even more interesting is YouTube pastors are very against Easter. Like,
well, yeah, like, well, they're against bunnies and eggs and chocolate because it's not biblically correct.
Right. They're very against it. They're very against even calling it Easter.
Right. It's the Holy Week and it's about the resurrection of Christ.
Exactly.
Yeah, any biblically correct Christian you'll see that they do that. And you'll see that they don't go to church once a year.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they don't cherry pick shit.
Right. Yeah.
I like them more than I like everybody else.
So that was my that's my big Easter story, guys.
We learned nothing. We are more confused and exhausted. So you did a good job.
Thank you.
Welcome. So the consensus is, did the Christians steal Easter?
From the pagans?
Probably.
I think that I think that the Christian Easter is heavily influenced. Most Christian holidays are heavily influenced by other religions, other practices, other people.
But we're talking about the Western world celebrations of it. Easter bunnies, Easter eggs, hunts, chocolate, candy, baskets.
Yeah.
Decorating eggs.
Still not beating Halloween, so.
All this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what it is. Just a bunch of nonsensical bullshit.
Right. Yeah.
Get you to buy candy.
I already bought it.
You don't wait till the day after to get it half off?
I would love to, but my kids are little.
No, that I'm listen, I'm not against that.
Yeah, I buy my kids a little Easter basket.
Fun. Let them celebrate it.
Yeah.
Just, don't take them to church and tell them they're going to hell because they're innately terrible people.
Right. Yeah, we don't do that.
That's not very nice.
Because that is fucking exhausting.
It is exhausting. Now you can tell them why you celebrate because Caden's going to ask.
Oh, yeah.
You can give him an answer.
I'd let him listen to this podcast if I wasn't so fucking filthy.
Listen, I tried to figure it out, and I don't know. Eat your fucking chocolate bunny and shut up.
Right. Here, read this article. He'll be just as confused as me. He probably might get it more than me.
You can explain it to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, Easter's bullshit.
This was bullshit.
No, Easter is bullshit.
Oh!
Not this. I said Easter. No, Easter is bullshit. Easter's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Listen, I tried to put as much courteous passion into this episode as I possibly could. Okay? So stop shaming me.
I
You
hope
wouldn't
they
let me take my Adderall,
your meth,
my amphetamines.
or have your man whores over.
Right.
Your meth.
So I'm sexually frustrated.
I
I'm
only let you drink red
unmedicated.
wine.
And I'm still trying to be.
But listen, if you're
courteous
gonna
but
get me
passionate.
drunk, it needs to be in a controlled environment.
No rum or tequila shots.
Or quote unquote rum.
Light beer and red wine only.
Yeah, light beer. I don't want to get fat.
All right, guys.
Light beer.
You can find us.
No, listen. They need to invite Brenda everywhere and get an email every time.
Yeah, I just want the rules for like everyday living.
Everything. I need her in my life. I need to follow her somewhere and share it with you and laugh.
You know what? I have a good one that's along this line. I'm going to tell it to you next week.
What? Why? Tell me now.
No, because I don't have it in front of me.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to find it. I have another Brenda.
Can we have a hint? Oh, another Brenda?
Yeah, another Brenda.
What do you got? What'd she write?
Well, you got to tune in next week and find out.
What's it about?
No, if I say it, it'll give it away.
Oh, come on.
I'm saying it's just something that God-fearing women need to adhere by.
Husband-fearing. God-fearing, husband-fearing women. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Go celebrate your bullshit.
Monday. So
Happy
yesterday
Monday
was Easter, technically.
Yeah, you already celebrated it.
So we hope you had a good time.
Decorating eggs.
Hope you ate good food.
Chocolate.
Remember to go to the store today and buy all the 50% off Easter candy.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on the next one.
That's it?
Yeah, you know where to find us.
Wait.
Oh.
With courteous passion. Have a good day.
Good night.
Good night.
Or day. Goodbye.
Whatever.
Goodbye.